And straight on to the big story that we are tracking right here on India Today. It is a big day in the Supreme Court today as the Apex Court will be hearing CBI Director Alok Verma's response to the Central Vigilance Committee report on allegations of corruption against him. Now this after Verma filed his response on Monday. While Verma's lawyers wanted more time, the Supreme Court said that it will go ahead with the scheduled hearing. Remember, just last week, the CVC submitted its report on the corruption allegations against Alok Verma. The Supreme Court had said that the CVC report made some very uncomplimentary findings against Alok Verma. Verma's CVC response hearing comes just a day after CBI Joint Director claimed in the Supreme Court that NSA Ajit Doval allegedly delayed probe against CBI No. 2 Rakesh Asthana and Hyderabad-based businessman and whistleblower Satish Sana was offered full protection by the government. A senior CBI officer who was investigating the bribery charges against the CBI No. 2 Rakesh Asthana and was transferred out in the aftermath of the war at the top of the investigating agency claimed before the Supreme Court that searches in the case was stopped at the behest of the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, a key aide of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the PMO. He even claimed that a minister in the government, Haribhai Chaudhary, had sought a bribe in the case.
The war within the CBI just got bigger and messier and now threatens to embroil the PMO itself. On the radar is none other than the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. CBI DIG M.K. Sinha, who was shunted to Nagpur by the interim director Nageshwar Rao during the dramatic midnight shake-up, has moved the Supreme Court against his transfer. And his petition that claims the CBI is trying to change the course of the direction of the investigation against Special Director Rakesh Asthana makes startling claims against Prime Minister Modi's most trusted go-to man. The CBI officer says NSA Doval allegedly delayed and stalled the investigation against Rakesh Asthana. Sinha claims Hyderabad-based businessman and whistleblower in the Rakesh Asthana case, Sana Satish Babu, paid Minister of State for Coal H.P. Chaudhary bribes, but does not know who the money was intended for. He added that CVC, K.V. Chaudhary, met Sana over a case linked to meat exporter Moin Qureshi. The CVC's close relative was allegedly linked to Qureshi. Quoting Sana, he claims Law Secretary Suresh Chandra called him up in London. The phone call was allegedly made on Cabinet Secretary P.K. Sinha's behalf, according to Sana. The opposition has lashed out at the Modi government following the charges made by the CBI officer.
What comes out of the allegations and counter-allegations which are being made by various officers of the Central Bureau of Investigation on affidavit before the Supreme Court of India is that there is a serious need for institutional reform of the CBI and the other law enforcement and the intelligence structures.
But the kind of things you see in the public domain, where the director has almost hinted about the pressure from Prime Minister's office, what does it tell us? That we are converting into a kind of republic where rule of law is not sure.
The BJP is yet to react to Sinha's accusations. M.K. Sinha's petition in the Supreme Court makes serious charges against NSA, Cabinet Secretary and Law Secretary. The civil war within CBI is slowly blowing up on Prime Minister Modi and denting his credentials as anti-corruption crusader. That these charges come in an election year makes it an even more bigger headache for the BJP government. With Munish Pandey, Bureau Report, India Today.
Chhattisgarh Chhattisgarh will be voting in the second phase of assembly elections today. The polls will be held across 19 districts of 72 seats of the 90-member assembly. Now, 1,079 candidates are in the fray in this second phase, while 9 BJP ministers' fate will be sealed today. The fates of around half a dozen chief minister probables of the Congress hangs in the balance. Voting will start at 8 a.m. and will end at 5 p.m. today. Remember, the polls are crucial for both the Congress and the BJP, with the BJP even setting a target of winning 65+ seats. The Congress, on the other hand, is seeking to end its 15-year exile in the state. Now, key aspect of these Chhattisgarh polls is what experts are calling the Jogi factor. Ajit Jogi, who is the Chhattisgarh Janata Congress chief, forms the third corner of the triangular fight in Chhattisgarh. His party's tie-up with Mayawati's BSP in the state is all set to dent both the BJP and Congress's vote bank this election. Jogi has positioned himself as a development-driven leader, and his alliance with Mayawati too has been positioned to prime rapid development. Jogi, though, is a former congressman and the first Chhattisgarh chief minister. He was suspended from the party after a sting operation showed him bribing BJP MLAs. Shifting focus now to Madhya Pradesh, India Today's consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai spoke to Jyotiraditya Scindia, the man at the centre of the Congress campaign. Take a look.
Am I talking to someone who hopes on December 11th to become the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh?
Rajdeep, I believe always in life that you must work hard, work on the ground and deliver the results. My interest is not in a chair. My interest is to serve the people. And for me, the chair in itself is vacuous unless it's used as a medium to serve the people. In short, in answer to your question, I am not in pursuit of any chair. The people will decide on December 11th, when the Congress forms government in Madhya Pradesh, of which I am fully confident, the Congress party will take a decision.
There were numerous reports about ticket distribution, battles between you and Digvijay Singh, and there is a sense even today that this notion of collective leadership really doesn't work on the ground.
That's, let me reject that assertion outright. Both. The first assertion, that there was a problem between me and Digvijay Singh ji, this was a figment of someone in the media's imagination. The BJP has planted many well-wishers who make up stories about the Congress party. There was no disagreement whatsoever between Digvijay Singh ji and me. There was no issue whatsoever. In fact, the next day, we both instantaneously put in a khandan to say that this news is complete fake news.
I saw posters in Madhya Pradesh, Maharaj versus Shivraj or Shivraj versus Maharaj, effectively seemingly suggesting that while Shivraj Singh Chauhan is a Kisan Putra, son of the soil, you are a member of the erstwhile Gwalior royal family, and there was a sense that that is how Shivraj Singh Chauhan wanted to play this election, the common man versus royalty. Is that a battle you're ready for? Because there's an image that is attached to the royalty of being the feudal elite, of being less accessible compared to a Shivraj Singh Chauhan who's ever smiling, accessible, available to all.
The first point is I wish that he had brought this up when my grandmother was alive and literally grew the BJP from nothing to where it has been. He should have then said, "Maaf kariye Rajmata, hamare neta Shivraj." Still, time is not lost. He can ask my aunt, who's still the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, "Maaf kariye Maharani, hamare neta Shivraj." And if not, he wants to come back home, then he can ask my aunt, who's a member of his cabinet, "Maaf kariye Shrimant, hamare neta Shivraj." If my birth is my crime, I accept it wholeheartedly. I'm very proud of my legacy. I'm proud of what my family has done over generations with regard to development and progress. And let me tell you, Rajdeep, feudalism is not by birth, it is a state of mind. And if there is a Maharaj in Madhya Pradesh today The only Maharaj in Madhya Pradesh today is Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who's cut himself off from the grassroots.
And you can catch that exclusive interview with Jyotiraditya Scindia only on India today. Now, Jammu and Kashmir is all set to vote in the second phase of the Panchayat polls. 4,014 candidates are vying for 281 Sarpanch and 1,286 Panch seats. This as 90 Sarpanch and 1,069 Panch have been elected already. The second phase of Panchayat polls comes just days after phase 1, where people of Jammu and Kashmir shunned terror and the state recorded 70% voting, even as a Panchayat house was set ablaze in Kupwara. Two days after the grenade blast in Amritsar, now a high alert has been sounded in Uttar Pradesh after intelligence reports warned of Al-Qaeda's Jammu and Kashmir commander Zakir Musa's attempt to enter the state. The Uttar Pradesh police have sealed borders connecting the state of Punjab and Haryana. Security has been beefed up in most of the public and religious places as a precautionary measure. Zakir Musa was allegedly spotted in Amritsar last week and is suspected to have helped the attackers who hurled a grenade at the Nirankari Bhavan on Sunday.
पंजाब में अमृतसर में 2-3 दिन पहले की बात है कि जाकिर मूसा एक एलईडी का टॉप ऑपरेटिव है, उसके पंजाब में अमृतसर में होने की बात सामने आई थी 4-5 एक्म्प्लिसेस के साथ। इस परिप्रेक्ष्य में हम लोग ने एक जनरल अलर्ट साउंड किया है पंजाब हरियाणा में, क्योंकि पंजाब हरियाणा से हमारी सीमाएं लगी हुई हैं और चूंकि ये लोग आतंकवादी देखे गए हैं और मूवमेंट पे हैं, तो इसलिए इनके यूपी आने की भी संभावना से इनकार नहीं किया जा सकता है। इसलिए हम लोग ने बॉर्डर्स को सील करने के निर्देश दिए हैं और जहाँ जहाँ भी संभव हो वहाँ पे स्पॉटर्स को भी तैनात करने की बात कही है, जिससे कि आइडेंटिफिकेशन में सहूलियत हो। इसके अलावा पब्लिक प्लेसेस और रिलीजियस एस्टैब्लिशमेंट्स जो पॉसिबल टारगेट्स हो सकते हैं इन आतंकवादियों के, वहाँ की भी सुरक्षा बीफ अप करने के लिए निर्देश दिए गए।
A day after Union Minister KJ Alphonse visited Kerala Sabrimala temple, accusing the left government of creating an emergency-like situation in the state, now keeping up the pressure. BJP MPs Nalin Kumar Katil and V. Muralidharan will be reaching Nilakkal at 10 a.m. and then move towards Pamba base camp and then on to Sabrimala shrine. Now, this visit comes just a day after BJP state president Sridharan Pillai claimed that the BJP's contention is not against women's entry but against the communists. Accordingly, on Monday, the BJP Yuva Morcha continued to stage protests in Thiruvananthapuram. Black flags were also shown to Kerala Chief Minister in Kozhikode. Remember, the Supreme Court allowed women of all ages an entry into the Sabrimala shrine in September, but politics has ensured that no woman has managed any entry so far.
The Seagull Verena Samantha Samaram, Communist in a Tarkan a communist Keda Samaram, Kodikanakan Opusher Kanal Video Pona in India. Another Abda Seagull Verena Pono no Comediella. Other Samantha Seagull Verenal, Padisha, Vishwas and Abra and Abra Sigaric, young Abra Cab with the Matro.
On to Tamil Nadu now, where Cyclone Gaja has not only left behind a trail of destruction but dirty politics too in its wake. DMK Chief M.K. Stalin has now slammed Chief Minister EPS. Stalin tweeted, and I quote, "Emperor Nero played the fiddle when Rome burned. We have our very own Nero in our heartless Chief Minister. It's been 72 hours since the cyclone devastation and he hasn't visited the region. 50 people are dead and many homeless. This is not the time to be enjoying song and dance in your hometown," unquote. Now, Stalin's tweet comes in the wake of the rousing reception for the Chief Minister in his home constituency Salem, where the Chief Minister was found after he had cancelled his visit to the cyclone-affected areas. But the people's ire against the government is only growing. An AIADMK minister was chased in Nagapattinam, while some other ministers were confronted by angry villagers in Thanjavur, all for not ensuring government assistance reaching all corners of the state.
They were very well warned they knew in advance that this is how devastating the cyclone is going to be, and all of them knew that the buildings out there are not Paka buildings and the damage is going to be there for the crops. When they have already had an experience, that experience should have come in hand for them to plan how to go about the rehabilitation measures. But looks like this government has not learnt its lessons.
Soon after Cyclone Gaja, we had seen that the opposition party leader M.K. Stalin had appreciated the Tamil Nadu disaster management team and the government for the initiative that it had taken. But with each passing day, we're seeing that not only the opposition, but the general public too are getting opportunities to criticize the AIADMK. While ministers' vehicles have been stopped and government officials' cars have been torched, the big question still remains as to why the Chief Minister has still not visited the affected regions. From Chennai, this is Akshay Nath for India Today.
18 years after they torched a bus in Tamil Nadu's Dharmapuri, killing 3 college students, 3 AIADMK workers have now been released from Vellore Central Prison. The 3 walked out of prison on Monday on humanitarian grounds, but politics was not far behind. DMK chief M.K. Stalin raked up the issue of Rajiv Gandhi's killers. Stalin tweeted, and I quote, "The AIADMK has used its proximity with the Tamil Nadu governor to release the 3 convicts in the Dharmapuri bus burning case, but no action has been taken regarding the release of the 7 convicts who have been languishing in jail for 27 years in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case." Unquote. Now, the Dharmapuri bus violence took place in 2000. After then, Chief Minister Jayalalitha was convicted in the disproportionate assets case. The convicts torched a bus carrying 44 students and 2 teachers. Students Kokilavani, Gayatri and Hemlata were charged to death in the incident.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.